15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He's up to the 20. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there. Able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Now Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Rodgers going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown, Broncos! JaMycal Hasty, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. On first down, Rodgers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. But he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he completes it to Westbrook. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14, Bengals, nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through. And Lakers score 14-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers, and looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Rodgers now to throw. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that one. From the 29, Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Cincinnati. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. To throw is Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and depth play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Broncos are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Charles, a lot of happy faces